Shazam! Volume 3, Issue 13, from Geoff Johns and Dale Eaglesham. Published by DC Comics. This is Chapter 12 of the Magic Land story. It was originally supposed to be published in Issue 12 before being delayed due to the pandemic. I outright skipped Issue 12, which was a lame last-minute filler issue with horrendous artwork by Brandon Peterson. As much of a Batman fan as I am, I was not a fan of Issue 12. Especially because, just like what happened in Stranger Things Season 2, in that episode that nobody likes, that episode that nobody likes where just as we leave off on a big cliffhanger, they suddenly cut to something that has nothing to do with the main plot? Yeah, they did that. It was frustrating. Overall, I'm very disappointed in this book. The Shazam family is one-dimensional and useless. We know almost nothing about Pedro Peña, Eugene Choi, and Darla Dudley. This Magic Land story also did not need to be 13 issues long, for slime's sake. Quit imitating the style of that hack writer Brian Michael Bendis already. The compression is bad and it hurts comics and drives people away. Personally, I would have preferred the Magic Land story thing to be only 6 issues. Then we could have spent the issues 7 to 11 spotlighting every member of the Shazam family and giving much needed character development to poor Pedro, Darla, and Eugene. I mean, for slime's sake, Pedro is way more fleshed out in my own DC Redux fanfiction. So far, those 3 are nothing more than token minorities who are just there to stand around and do nothing of substance. Pedro, Eugene, and Darla could easily disappear forever tomorrow, and they would be inconsequential to the story. The story in this issue is predictable and nothing mind-blowing. Turns out Billy Batson's dad was a villain all along, and he never cared about his son. All this time he was nothing but a meat puppet by Mr. Mind. As expected, Billy did a lot of dumb things and set loose the Monster Society of Evil on Earth. The Justice League clearly did not care about this. I mean, a Monster Society invading Earth and destroying reality? Poof! That's not our problem. Let Shazam handle it alone. No surprise there. I mean, Superman dying during his fight against Doomsday. The Justice League didn't care about that either, otherwise they would have helped him. So the Shazam family fight the villains, they are outnumbered. Billy, at the end, finally does something smart for a change, and comes face to face with the silly worm that is Mr. Mind. However, considering issue 13, and which is now 14, was supposed to be the fight against Superboy Prime. The fight between Billy and Mr. Mind will probably be only 3-4 pages at most, before we shift attention to Superboy Prime. Lame. Honestly, I'm done with this series. I have no interest in reading the next 2 issues. Oh, by the way, issue 15 is the last one, as the series got cancelled. No surprise there. And issue 15 will be another filler issue, illustrated by Brandon Peterson. No thank you. This book had potential. I expected big things from it, and it didn't live up to it. This once promising series let me down and accomplished nothing except bringing the obnoxious Superboy Prime back into continuity. By now, all of you should already figure out that I didn't have fun with this. So, final rating. Slime it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Au revoir.